Yo, it's Destructo. I'm coming at you with a philosophy video. What? That's right. I got a subscriber. Boop. His YouTube name is SNKY Cayenne Turtle. It's CYANTURTLE. He brought up an interesting topic point. He wants to know my opinion on the pros versus cons of stock versus pistol grip shotgun. I'm not as accurate as say Hickok 45, but it's because I don't have a 230 yard range to practice at. It's not to say that I can't do it, it's just to say I haven't done it. I'm definitely not horrible though. So when we get into this, it's a large debate, and there is one thing I see. Look at the fingers, elitist, or you got these guys that are trolls. You know, one thing that I can't understand is why, as a community, we try to force our opinion down someone's throat. Just because, let's take my house for example, my castle. Just because I'm really good with a pistol grip 12 gauge, there's no way I expect my wife to use the same techniques that I do. We're going to have to change it for her. We may even have to change the pistol grip techniques 100%. But in the same regard, if let's bring it into a more realistic rationale. Let's bring it into myself versus someone like Vampire. I am highly respecting Vampire's abilities, both athletic, on an athletic level, and on a dedication of his cerebral or mental level. Guy, very impressed. But we are two totally different physical beings on just the body structure. So because I can shoot literally as much ammo as you put in front of me, as fast as I can load and unload, as long as I got enough hydration, we start doing those same techniques. I can teach you the same exact thing, and we get Vampire on there. My man's wrist is gonna be hurting. It's just a plain body structure. Index, we can go with joints, we can go with tendons, we can go with whatever you want to talk about, but it's going to be different. So let's get back on focus, right? Pros versus cons on a wide scale. Pros for a stock shotgun. I start with stock because it's what is regularly the most commonly referred to as the easier to shoot. I disagree. For me, it's the easiest for me to connect accurately with. Yes, you're not going to see me go to a slug shoot competition with a pistol grip shotgun unless I do it as a tertiary secondary gun. I take my scoped gun, or I take my peep sighted gun, and I go to the competition and I shoot that. But if everyone there stinks, or if it's the end of the day, I will pull out my pistol grip home defense shotgun and shoot and hit. It just happens. It's a fun thing. I love destroying egos. It's one of those things. Little bit of an attitude, but it's an alpha male thing. So the shotgun with the stock is going to be easier for the average person in body structure to deal with. It's easier to learn the techniques to shoot the shotgun correctly. You don't have to muscle back and forth. You have a positive and negative force on the shotgun during your extension. You can go ahead and pull it into your shoulder and let your shoulder naturally push back. With the pistol grip shotgun, you have to extend one arm while pulling back with the other arm so you don't eat the shotgun in the face. Alright? It's still the same hold, just here's your stock, here's your pistol grip. It's the same thing as far as technique goes. So you have to use more muscles and less joints or bone structure. Okay, that's a big one. But here's a big negative on those. The pistol grip shotgun is harder to wield around in confined spaces. It's easier to obtain hits on target, and arguably because people typically practice less with the stock shotguns, practice less with the pistol grip shotguns than they do with the stock. The pistol grips are typically slower to connect on target for a shot because you have more time on it. If you did the vice versa, you would be faster with the pistol grip, or pretty dang close one way or the other. Now, confined spaces, if you notice, you will never see a door breaching shotgun. I shouldn't say never. You very rarely see a door breaching shotgun with a stock. There's a reason for it. Bang, 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 get it done and out of the way, or engage threat that's right there as your team is going in. Okay, you want to transition, but in reality you want to get out of the way. Mobility with pistol grip shotgun is going to be much easier to do because it is a smaller weapon. There's less of it to counterbalance on your fulcrum point, whether you're holding it in the rear or if you have to let go your pistol grip to go to the front. There is lesser of a lever on your fulcrum, which is going to be one wrist or the other. Okay. As far as another pro for your pistol grip, it's going to be storage. It's easier to store, transport your pistol grip shotgun in a legal fashion. Alright, yeah, you can take your shotgun and you can throw it in your closet, or you can take your shotgun, throw it into the trunk of your car, not worry about trigger locks or whatever else you guys do or don't do. And I heard of a guy who knew a guy type thing. Whatever. But they make gun cases like from Winchester or from Pelican. All these, there's so many gun case manufacturers on the market that it is the size of a violin case or a double briefcase that you can actually fit a pistol grip shotgun in. No key, no one is needed. It's a quick combo. Boop, things open. That's a locked container. That's easier to transport from point A to point B. It's faster to get it into action. You know, it's just the way it is, in my opinion. Again, because of legality. Okay. Negative on that. Because it's easier to transport, your end results are going to be lesser than, once again. It's easier to transport, but if you got to transport it from base camp to your trap field, yeah, you can use your pistol grip shotgun on a trap field, but once again, it's not the optimum choice. Let's go right down into a cooler subject, the tactical side of it. When we say tactical, there is no way you can have as much stuff on a pistol grip shotgun as you can a stock shotgun. You can have your speed feed stocks, you can have your stock pad, your stock shell holders, you can have you know, your single point sling adapters. Wrap it right in to the you know, base of stock to receiver. There's a lot of options that you lose for tactical cool stuff. So if you need to customize and have the intrinsic need to put as much stuff on your system as possible, pistol grip definitely is not for you. Maybe a stock pistol grip combination. Now remember, compromise is the thing. If we need to conceal, a shotgun is going to be our last ditch, or is going to be last on the list. You don't want to go with a J-frame revolver, a Glock, something like that. It's going to be easier to conceal. So remember, we're compromising. No one carries a Derringer around or a North American Arms Mini around because it is the best defensive tool, right? Where it's a compromise. It's better than having your finger in your shorts or in your coat pocket going, I'll shoot you if you don't stop trying to kill me. You know what I mean? It's better than that, so we're compromising. But for someone to be arrogant and go, pistol grips on shotguns are stupid. It erases the accuracy of a shotgun, which a shotgun isn't that accurate in the first place. Check out Hickok 45. Connect that 230 yards. That's amazing. There's no way to argue that shotguns aren't accurate. We who are making that statement are able to connect with the shotgun at distance. Bob Munden, guy is phenomenal. Bob Munden shoots a J-frame and hits a balloon at 200 yards, but then he takes a little North American Arms and does it with a .22 Magnum. That's impossible, right? No, it's not, because he doesn't. It's called, the show's called Impossible Shots, but I mean, hey. But we're up almost 15 minutes on this, so we're going to start wrapping it up. Usually pistol grip shotguns are set up with a lesser capacity than a stock shotgun. Usually you get anywhere from 6 to 8 or 9, 10 rounds in a stock shotgun because the balance is easier to do. Yes, you can get a 6, 8, or 10 round shotgun in a pistol grip, but the muzzle heaviness of it is going to want to pull the gun in a non-uniform fashion. So you're going to be muzzle heavy as you go. It's definitely something that's very, very difficult to get used to. So much so that a lot of the people that do have that only load 3 or 4 rounds into their shotgun because they cannot connect usually with the first 2 or 3 rounds. When an implied stress is involved, meaning I'm behind you yelling go, or I even have a competition timer, boop, and it's timing how fast you go. Usually your internal threat monologue goes off and you get an adrenaline dump, and people aren't strong enough to control their trigger finger smoothly while having a fine motor skill, while having a gross motor skill not only in their hands, the other 9 digits, but having a gross motor skill with their biceps, front deltoids, and their trapezius deltus, along with the forearms and the bicep flexors. You got a lot of gross motor skill going on, and it's very hard to get this correctly. So you lose, typically you lose the onboard capacity or loaded shells in the gun. So typically a stock shotgun has more rounds in it to go instantly before it runs dry than a pistol grip shotgun. And that's the reason. Other than that, there's a lot of great reasons to have both. It's just like how there's pros versus cons on AK versus AR-15. Why not have the best of both worlds? Have both of them. But now we're getting off on a different tangent altogether. Hey, once again, I really want to appreciate SNKYCYANTURTLE. I appreciate you asking me to give a philosophy video. I hope I did an adequate job. If I did not, feel free to let me know. Because if you have a question, I guarantee you there's thousands, if not hundreds, tens of thousands of people who have thought or have not been had enough courage, or have been in to ask that same question because elitists have shot them down. There's no dumb questions. I'm telling you. I don't. Only time it gets stupid is if you ask that same question multiple times. You got to learn on your own. If someone doesn't express the correct thing, you got to kind of start trying to educate yourself. But in reality, you can still ask a question. Guys, I appreciate your view. Thank you for your time. I really hope I didn't waste it. Hey, Destructo's out. Thank you.